Podgor's Jewish community, founded in 1887, was located. Within its site in 1942, the Germans commenced the construction of a camp, destroying the graves and levelling the ground. At the no longer existing northern wall of the cemetery, there is a mass grave, the burial site of approximately 2,000 Jews, victims of the Krakow ghetto liquidation. Yeah, I remember reading about that. So when they did the liquidation of the ghetto, they all come here, and I'm not going to call it liquidation, I'll call it just full-blown murder. Wow, there's no on the other side. There were Merrick Nathan. There were 300 men in our barracks. We slept on bare bunk beds, covered with coats. There was torrential rain at night, and the air cooled. The following day in the morning, we saw wagons loaded with bundles of bedclothes, but no suitcases. Command Goth found suitcases unnecessary in camp life. The residential barracks to the east of the roll call area, the residential barracks of the Labour education camp for the Poles were located. To the west were 2 rows of Jewish barracks for men. To the northeast of the roll call area, on the slight slope, rows of women's barracks were situated. So that's what it... Yep. Yeah, that place, man. Far out. Now, I was watching this guide on YouTube. I can't remember his name, but he was actually telling some really good history of the place. The YouTube video is like 5 years old or something. Ah, this is the Jewish cemetery. And I remember him saying there's only one headstone left. So that's here. So this is the spot. I better be careful, I don't want to walk on a grave. So this used to be a massive Jewish cemetery, and the Nazis ordered all the headstones to be taken away, and they got used in a to pave a road out the front of the commander of his house, who was an absolute psycho. So I think that might be the last headstone. Far out. And a very sad fact is that with 90% of the Jews murdered, there wasn't anyone to come back and put the headstones back or anything. So, you know, that's why nothing's ever happened here. But it's insane. We're in a Jewish graveyard. Well, the headstone's been taken. Oh no, maybe that's the surviving one then. As I said, the GoPro doesn't do it justice, team, of how heavy it feels here. For me anyway, I mean, you know, imagine the poor people who are kept at camp. Oh, there's a grave. But there were Christians here murdered. There's so many different kinds of people murdered. If you didn't fit or speak up against, you know, that Nazi ideology, then you'd end up here. Wow. I mean, you'd have to really, really hate someone. God. That's the one I saw in the YouTube video. I can't read it, but yeah, it's from 1932. It's the only grave that was left. Everywhere. Just trying to walk on these straight lines too. There's an area around here where the ground is really lumpy, and that was because when the Russians were advancing, they dug up or made who was left dig up, I think it was like 10,000 bodies or something, and burn them.